to my channel. My name is Chermibear. How are you guys doing? Finally, we have Cottage Living, and finally my build is done. My first ever build with Cottage Living. I'm loving this pack so much, guys. How are you guys loving it? You guys probably got it too, right? Most of you guys who play The Sims and watch my videos. But anyways, today we are just working on a standard English cottage. I don't know. I went onto Pinterest to figure out what an English cottage in the Cotswold area looked like, and I kind of tried to do something about that, but I didn't do very deep research or anything, so this house might not even look anything like it on the outside, but I kind of liked how it turned out in the end. It's very simple, very small. I'm using the lot that Cecilia Kang, Celia Kang. It's the new Asian NPC townie, pre-made townie that we got in Cottage Living. Yeah, I'm using a lot. Basically, it's for Old Mill. I cannot speak. For Old Mill Lane. And yeah, I was trying to figure out a lot of new things that we got in the pack, like these roof decorations and stuff. I decided to go with the I think these are cats. They could be something else, like they could be tanukis. I have no idea. They're not tanukis though, probably cats. They look like cats, don't they? They have bushy tails. I don't know, but I do use this, and I think I do add like a chicken in the middle at some point, if I'm not mistaken. Very cute details. I really liked it. I was looking forward to using this roof decoration thingies, and I'm pretty sure the way I did this, I guess, roof line, yeah, the way I designed the roof is probably not how it's supposed to be done if I'm trying to make like a really traditional cottage from England sort of look. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like my own rendition of it. I'm not the biggest fan of using those roof, the single-sided roof thingies for the two dormer looking thingies, but I couldn't make the gabled ones work, so I'll have to figure construction out some more in the future. But for now, I settled with this. It didn't look too bad in the end. You guys will see. I think it all came together pretty well. But anyways, this house is going to be a yeah, you can see that I'm raising the terrain a little bit. I feel like at this point of my building career, if I may say so, it feels weird if I build on just flat land. Like, I feel like terrain tools, especially now that we have the improved version, like, how do you guys find the improved terrain tool function? I think that those are pretty cool. Like I don't know, you get more variations with the sizes and stuff, and I really enjoy that. But well, there's a lot of things going on. This was a really overwhelming pack. I spent a lot of time in debug trying to see like what kind of landscaping and different items we had, and I was just enjoying looking at everything. Everything looks so well made. But what I was trying to say before I went on an incredible tangent was that, oh my god, where was I? I was talking about the terrain, but before the terrain I was talking about something else. But I really cannot remember. But yeah, terrain was very important. Terrain is very important. Oh no, I'm gonna listen back on this recording before I, upload this to YouTube, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, why do you always do this to yourself? But I hope you guys don't mind. Maybe I will, if it's something important, I'll leave it in the description bar down below, so you guys will understand what I was trying to say. But I did add these wisteria wall decoration plant thingies. Half of them were found in the wall decoration thingy, in that there were half of them were not debug items, like half of them were not live edit objects, and half of them were live edit objects. There are different versions, both inside and outside. I don't know why there is like stuff like that, but these big ones are found in live edit. The smaller ones are usually found in the, like, it's actually readily available in the catalog. Yeah, that was what I was trying to say. This is so hard. I did go for this like really weird purpley pathway terrain paint thing. I really liked it. That was one of the first things that I noticed when I watched the trailer for the first time, and I was like, oh my god, it's a new terrain paint. I was very excited. It is a questionable choice. It's pink and purple and it's weird, but I think it fit into the surroundings pretty well. So I'm very glad I used it, and I did this really windy path thing, and I decided to join it up into like a circle so it doesn't feel so redundant when it comes to, you know, walking up to your front door if you live here. But I really like the windy path. I like how I was able to make that shape. It looks very snaky, very Bulgari, but it was nice. So I did that. And yeah, chimneys. Chimneys are always a problem for me. I always almost forget to put them down because I'm from Singapore, and I always like to say that because I'm from Singapore, there's no such thing as chimneys here. It's a miracle that I remembered chimneys for this build. And I was going to, I don't know, there was a lot of things I wanted to do on this lot, and then I ended up going for a pond and a chicken coop. We didn't have enough room for an animal shed, which I regret very deeply, but I will definitely put one in my next build because I really want animal sheds where you can, you know, farm cows and llamas and stuff. But we do have like a small little three of those gardening mounds things. Yeah, these things over here. Like I added 3 of those, so it kind of looks like a small little gardening area, a small hobby farm, if you may, and a chicken coop and a pond. So those are the things on the outdoors area. And in the well, yeah, I added a fishing thing too, so you can stock this pond with fish and fish from this pond if you so choose. And I do decorate it with like lotuses and lily pads and one of those logs, and I do end up putting a nice picnic area underneath that willow tree as well, and I think that's really nice. Please ignore the sound if you guys can hear it. There's some alerts going on. How dare they? Oh no! It is just going off. I forgot that I have WhatsApp on. I don't usually have WhatsApp on on my computer, but I do have it right now. Oh no, this is a disaster. But anyways, I hope it doesn't ring anymore. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I also added a lot of those spawners for fireflies all around the lot, like not just on the pond but also around. Hopefully fireflies will appear at night. I actually haven't played in this lot yet, so I'll go in and check, but it should spawn fireflies at night. I placed it everywhere that there's like what do you call those, like landscaping and flower beds and stuff. I placed it there, and I hopefully fireflies will come and make this place all magical and stuff. So I talked over the entirety of the pond, but it was pretty self-explanatory. I feel like this is not my best work when it comes to ponds. I did want to make it look quite overgrown, but not really overgrown. Like it's semi-maintained and semi-wild because, you know, countryside and stuff. And I found these toadstools, and I was like, oh my god, they're so cute. I wonder if Sims can actually sit on them. Haven't tried. We'll try it soon. Hopefully they can sit on them because that would be wonderful. So I added some around the picnic area, and then I added some to pretend that they are actually toadstools as well. And then I created this little non-functional, pretty sure they're non-functional, gardening flower potting station by the side of the cottage. And I go around the lot painting my path with some of those what do you call those, like dried grass kind of terrain paint, just to make it look a lot more believable, really. And I was just like, a lot of this build was just me going through the debug menu and the live edit menu and going like, ooh, this is cool and that is cool, and oh my god, everything's so cool. Oh, this pack is so cool. I love it so much. I love how cottagey and cottagecore everything is. I love how many plants, and I don't know, just very, they're a vibe, and I love the vibe. It just makes me feel so happy looking at all these like countryside stuff, cottagey things, And they're all so well made and so beautiful as well. I love it. And these lights, these wall lamps over here, oh my god, they are so good. I do go around, I cut a lot of these out, but I do add these debug wild grassy thingies along the fences. These fences that you see right here are also debug items. We do have the actual fences that are of this style, which I do use. If you guys saw, I do use this to surround the actual gardening and chicken coop areas, but I didn't want the fences to behave weirdly on raised terrain, because if you guys know, fences that are actually functioning fences do kind of morph out of shape on terrain. I didn't want that for this build, so I tried to use like a mixture of two. Luckily they're about the same. I didn't really bother with like choosing the same swatches. I think like a difference in swatches is still kind of cute as well. It makes it look less planned and more organic, so I went with that vibe. I hope that was okay with you. And I added like grass all over just to make it look way nicer on the side. Like there's a little bit of thought going through, I don't know, the planning process, I don't know, of this build. Does that even make sense? I don't know, but we're currently moving into the interiors of the house. The house is really small. I managed to fit in 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom in this build, and they're all on the top floor. And the layout is, if I'm being honest, a little weird because there's no bathroom on the first floor. The living room is through the kitchen area and it's like at the dead end. I don't know, it's like there's a flow to this house, but it's a little weird. You'll see what I mean when I do it. And I chose to open up the area a little bit with some of the new columns and what do you call those? Freezers? Do you call them freezers? Are those freezers? I don't know, the things that, you know, that connects to the columns. I use those instead. I use these lights. I think we found, we're definitely going to use a lot of these things a lot in my cottage builds and my countryside builds. And they all look so nice. All the granny homes that I can make. I'm so excited for those, honestly. And these curtains, blinds, I guess. Are they blinds or curtains? I don't really know. These are gorgeous. I love the tassel that is attached to them. I love how they fit very nicely to the windows even when you size them down. I love the windows, by the way. Did I mention that the doors and the windows? Everything about this pack, honestly. The colors, the style, everything just appeals to me so well. I'm sure a lot of people would feel the same way. But here is a very simple entryway / hallway table situation. I added the base game like clothes hanger thingy, a chicken on the hallway table, kept it very minimal. I used that plant that you saw me place down a million times in this build, but I love that plant. That was one of the things that I was most excited about in this for this pack, and I really love it. I tried my best to fit an armchair in this space, but I decided that it was a little bit too cramped and I didn't like how it looked like, and I was also worried that Sims would not be able to walk past or access the back door and stuff, and I didn't want that to happen. So I ended up taking away the chair and leaving it as it is, like this. Just a carpet with a kitchen hutch, a nice little shoe removal area kind of situation, and the fireplace, which turned out to be humongous but very cute. So I like that very much. And this is a kitchen. It came together really quickly. I decided to go for like a little dining area in the middle with a small little table, and I love the tablecloth. I love how everything, like all the prints in the cast items, like the clothing, all the way to the wallpaper, and then to the cloth design and the sofas, armchairs. Oh, they're all so nice. I love them all. My granny senses are tingling. I'm not even a granny yet, but I have granny tendencies. And I love it. The clock too. It's been a while since we got a new clock, am I right? We finally got a new clock, and that's a clock that I can foresee myself using a lot too. Now all we lack are like clocks that are a lot more modern. We do need a couple of those. I still think, I believe we still do use clocks once in a while as modern, now current day people. We still use clocks, but we don't have like good ones in the game. Alright, you can see now that I have a sitting area with a TV, like a small little TV. On this side of the kitchen, it's kind of a weird layout. But I think it's okay. It worked out quite well. It's a cozy area still. And yeah, everything has a really weird layout actually. This landing is quite cozy. I managed to fit in 2 of these chairs in. We don't get a 2-seater sofa unfortunately, but I figured 2 armchairs is also a good thing. So I went for that. And oh, this pack I find, like, it goes without saying that this pack goes very well with the country kitchen kit, for sure. But it also goes pretty well with cats and dogs, I think, because I like to use those what do you call those? Carpets? Those rugs? Those hemp rugs or something? Oh, and I love these gnomes! I love those so much! I ended up hiding, well, not really hiding, but placing some of them down in the kitchen, in the garden, in different colors. I love it! I've never really liked the gnomes in the game, because I don't really like gnomes anyways. I find them a little creepy. But this gnome is so cute. I love that gnome so much. It must be the flowers and the hat and the fact that you cannot see their eyes, I guess. But I really love that gnome. And this is the master, no, not the master bedroom, the only bedroom in this house. I imagine that this place is probably occupied by just one person. I do end up adding like a cat tree here. I forgot to put down a litter box and a pet bowl, so I might have to go back in, like, before I upload this onto the gallery. I'll definitely try to fit them into the build if I can, and you'll see the changes there when you see it if you decide to download this build in the end. But yeah, I just wanted to fill in this space and also make it look as if like the person living here isn't too lonely, because I feel like she or he, they're living alone. Most likely they could be. There's enough space for 2 Sims, but you definitely cannot really expand your family, shall I say, when you're living in this lot if you don't want to move, because the house is so small. It's not much space for anything, I think. So yeah, that's like the end of the interior actually. The bedroom came together pretty okay. It was a really weird size, weirdly shaped bedroom, but oh, I tested, by the way, if you guys were worried, were concerned, the bed works. Nothing's blocking it. I have tested it. The bed works, so don't worry about it. Your Sims will be able to sleep. And I found these mushroom things, this line of mushrooms in debug as well. I was like, oh my god, this is so cute, and I want to like add them everywhere. But I added like 2 lines of them, and I thought it just added a little cuteness to the build, and I love it. And all these like peripherals, like, you know, fertilizers and stuff like that. So many different things. Added a couple more trees as well. There's quite a number of trees everywhere in this build. Oh, I'm running out of breath. Oh, but we're almost at the end actually. Yeah, okay, I was very confused. I'm adding down all the lights, and I'm adding like different things like laundry, like things like these, like just to finish the build, like additional landscaping and stuff. But yeah, with this we are at the end of this speed build. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, everyone. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, definitely remember to like this and subscribe if you want to see more from me. This is such a mess. But anyways, see you guys on Tuesday for my new legacy challenge video, and see you soon. Bye!